not a straightforward journey. There will definitely be twists and turns. There will be highs and lows. There will be. There will be. So I want you to know that, and the goal is to prepare you for it. Some of you are already experiencing it. Some of you have experienced it. Some of you will experience it. How do you survive it? How do you not just survive? How do you overcome the valley of death in this business? I'm going to run this training. The reason I had to run this training, I remembered my story when I started this business 6 years ago. I started the business. When I started the business, right, it didn't start off well in the sense that, I was expecting that my business was going to, kick off. Once I just sign up, everybody's going to be signing up. So I had that temporary failure. I got my first 3 signups in my first 2 weeks in the business. A week or so later, I got my 4th sign up. So in just my first 1 month in the business, I got my first 4 signups. Oh, and it was so wonderful. I was like, oh, beautiful. The journey has started. There's nothing going to stop me. Then there was this period of no results. Started struggling in the business, about 3 months stretch, 3 to 4 months stretch of no results. But eventually, by the 5th month, things started getting better. By the 6th month, things started getting better. People started signing up into my business. My business took off, started succeeding, started getting results. People were signing up. And the business started. I could remember after my first 6 months, I think by the 7th month, I earned in fact 6 months, I earned my first 500,000 naira in a month. Business was wonderful. By my 7th month, if I can remember very well, I earned my first 700,000 naira in the business. Excuse me. I think by my 8th month or 9th month, 9 months to be precise, I earned my first 1 million in the business. Oh, beautiful. Business was wonderful. And by the time I was turning a year, in fact, by my 11th month, less than a year, I went on an all-expense paid vacation in the Philippines. I didn't just go alone. I traveled with some of my teammates. That was the height. I was cruising. I was cruising. My business was cruising. I was cruising. Oh, God. Business, before you knew it, the next month, I started earning $1 million. By the time I was 1 year in the business, I started earning $1 million at least every month. And I went on vacation. And guess what? That vacation brought another dimension of growth to my business. When I posted my pictures outside the country, people could not believe it. Oh, people started believing in the business. Moses has started doing something that is making him successful. Moses is going here, Moses is going there. Wow, it was something else. People started signing up. People were calling me and they were signing up into my business. They were interested in what I was doing. Another level of growth. Few months after I came back from that trip, from my first all-expense paid trip, I bought my first car in the business. Business started moving. Everything started booming. My business was growing. I started, building teams. I started building businesses. I started building teammates. People were flocking into the business. This is around July, August. I was just a month plus in the business. Everything was moving wonderfully. Then the height of it, we went for our M Global retreats in Lagos. And during the M Global retreat, by this time, my income was nearing 2 million naira per month. getting close to 2 million naira per month. Just 1 year plus in the business. A year plus. I had already become what I've since crossed Millionaire Circle member. I was hitting all the achievements. During that M Global anniversary in Lagos, I was recognized on the stage. I climbed the stage as Millionaire Circle member. I climbed the stage as Gold Executive. Then the height of that event, and this was the recognition that surprised everybody, the whole Nigeria, in global Nigeria. I was recognized as the top 3 matcher in the business. Top 3. That thing came as a shock to everybody. What it meant that I was the top 3, top matcher, top 3, top matcher in the whole of Nigeria. It meant that I was the top 23 highest income earner in the whole of Nigeria in M Global. Just 1 year plus in the business. My business was cruising. Oh, I was on cloud 9. I was doing well in the business. Everything was working out well. Everything was making sense. Everything was growing. I was on top of the game. I was already by this time I was already earning up to 2 million naira every month from this business. Can you imagine? A business I just started 1 year plus ago, right? 1 year and 6 months, about 1 year and 6 months. I was already earning 2 million naira every month. I was top 3 highest matcher in the whole of Nigeria. It was something else. I had gone on vacations. I didn't just go on a vacation. I went on vacation with 3 of my teammates, right? I was cruising. This was in September, entering October. Then guess what? After this height, I was cruising. I was doing well. I was rejoicing. I was making money. I've bought car. I've gone on vacation. I've done everything. I've climbed the stage. I am the top 23 highest income earner in Nigeria. Before you need, I was cruising. Before you need, my plane started coming down. Rather than cruising, I started coming down. My business started coming down. My income started coming down. It was so bad. Everything started happening very, very fast. The same business that I had that I was firing, I was earning. People were signing up. All of a sudden, things started drying up. And I can remember very well. By this time, I was already doing up to 13 slots. I mean 12 slots per session. I was a rising star. People knew me. They were hearing my name in C21FG. They were hearing my name in M Global. They said, there's this guy that is powering, there's this guy. I was doing 13 slots, 12 slots per session, if you know what that meant. In the C21FG encoding room, people were chatting me up, say, guy, what's up? What's up? What's up? What is your code? What is your this? When we went for C21FG 3rd anniversary in Abuja, October 2019, right? That was the first time they invited me. I came to share my testimony. I came up the stage and I was sharing my testimony. A new star was born. People knew me in the whole of C21FG. My testimony was inspiring a lot of persons. I was in a high. But little did people know, while I was sharing my testimony at C21FG retreats, and I was blowing the minds of everybody, and I was showing them my records, and I was showing them my achievements. Little did they know that that particular period when I was sharing the testimonies, my income was already going down. My business was going down. I could remember that I was inside the hall that day. The same me that was requesting 15 per session, and I was doing 12 per session. I was struggling to request 4 per session. I was struggling to request 7 per session. I will request 7. Dr. Mba will approve 3 for me, and I will not be able to finish that 3. I remember that day we were inside the hall. Dr. Mba chatted me up. He was beside me. He chatted and said, Moses, what is happening? This was around to past 4. He said, you have not finished your encoding. I approved 3 for you. You have only done 1. What is happening? That was the guy that just shared his testimony. Oh, Dr. Mba did not realize I started experiencing my valley of death. I was experiencing my valley of death. In that retreat, that 30th anniversary, people were clapping for me. People were celebrating me. People were taking my phone number. Little did they know that my business was going down. Nobody knew. I was the only one that knew. My business was going down. My income was going down. And I was wondering what is happening. What is happening? How come it is now that I'm being celebrated? People are knowing me. I am becoming popular. Hey, I am inspiring people. My testimony is inspiring people. Is that the period when my business is now going down? And I could not even figure out what was happening to me. When we came back from the retreat, I was pushing my team. I was pushing effort. I went on a recruiting spree. I was doing everything, trying to revive my business, trying to get myself back to the pinnacle where I was. But everything that I was doing, nothing seemed to be working. It was as if the more I was trying, the more people were quitting the business. As if the more I was trying, the more things were not working. As if the more I was running the event, the more the codes were drying up. I did not know that I was experiencing the valley of death. Listen to me. It is possible for you to go up in this business, but before you know it, you start coming down. You begin to experience what is called the valley of death. Today, I came to speak to the person who is going through the valley of death. The person who is currently in the valley of death. And the persons who will experience the valley of death, because let me tell you something, in this business, you will experience it. I promise you, you will experience it. The valley of death, you can't run away from it. You will experience it in this business. So this is what success looks like in this business, right? You sign up into the business. You want to become successful in the business. Then you start building your business. You run your home launch. You invite your people. People begin to sign up in your business. You begin to experience what I call initial success, right? People begin to sign up, even though you had some difficulties before, but people begin to sign up. Everything that you seem to do seem to be turning to gold. Every event you are running, people are signing up. Every launch you are holding, people are signing up. And then guess what? Things are looking beautiful. Business is looking wonderful. You begin to make money from the business. Yeah, you begin to get recognitions. You are recognized from here. You are recognized there. Your name keeps featuring. You are hitting Star Connector. You are hitting six-figure earner. You begin to hit what? You begin to hit what? You begin to hit Club 500, Amazon ambassador. People are celebrating you. You are celebrated as Millionaire Circle member, and you are rejoicing. Everybody's rejoicing. You are experiencing initial success in the business. Then before you know it, you get to a peak of your success. Now, the peak of your success is not it of your initial success, is actually not the peak of your potential. That's not the peak of your potential. By this time, you have a lot of teammates. You have people who are looking up to you. When you are going to retreat, you are carrying a lot of persons. You have people in your business. You have people that come and say, we are going to do this business with you. We are going to succeed with you in this business. We are going to bring the whole world. We will connect everybody. You have teammates. Every one of them is motivated. Every one of them is showing up. You just look around and you find out that you are building a large team until you hit the peak of your initial success. Then all of a sudden, something begins to happen. All those teammates that you had that were telling you we're going to build together, we die here, this business or nothing, this, that. Then you begin to face some challenges in your business. Some challenges begin to happen. And when the challenges begin to happen, all those people that told you that we are going to conquer the world, they begin to desert you. All those persons that told you we are going to live the life of our dreams together, we are going to buy a car in this business, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. Guess what? They stopped showing up in the office. They stopped doing the activities. The people that were talking to you, they were happy with you. All of you people were happy together. Everything was moving well. You guys are a family. You have done this. You have planned your future. Guess what begins to happen? They stop picking your calls. Some of them begin to tell you they regret joining the business. Some of them begin to tell you, I wasted my 1 year in that business. All of a sudden, it's as if everything begins to work against you. What is happening? You have started experiencing the valley of death. And everything begins to go down. Everything begins to go down. Everything begins to go down. The things that were working before no longer works. The people that were standing before no longer stand. The people that were hailing you before no longer hail. Your income begins to drop. The income of your people begin to drop. And guess what? There is doubt everywhere. There is despair everywhere. In fact, even you begin to doubt yourself. You are in the valley of death. And it begins to look like, am I sure I made the right decision? The valley of death. People begin to desert you. The business now becomes difficult. The business becomes difficult. You can't even explain what is happening. You are experiencing the valley of death. Does this sound familiar to some persons? Is this sounding familiar to some persons? Is this sounding familiar? Oh, this becomes a critical point in the business. It is a critical point. People enter the critical point in their business, right? They enter a critical point in their business. At this point, they are left with certain choices. People begin to consider the choice. Can I give you some symptoms? Let me share with you some symptoms of what? Of what? Of the what? Of the valley of death. How do you know that you are in the valley of death in the business? Number one, you begin to experience what? You begin to suffer attrition. People that were there, all the people that were signing up into your business, all the people that were signing up into your business, guess what? They begin to quit on you. People begin to quit on you in the business. Even your leaders, the people you invested so much with, you have gone to 3 retreats with them. They went with you for 3 retreats. You have been everywhere. You have seen Ambassador Mike with them. You took picture with the mastermind. You went to Dr. Mba. They took handshake. They had a handshake with Dr. Mba. They told Dr. Mba to watch out for them. That they are going to what? That they are going to what? That they are going to overtake Dr. Mba. They quit on you. They quit on you. They quit on you. You begin to suffer attrition. Everybody, most of the people that were in your business, they begin to leave. There's no more business activity happening in your business. Your business begins to be, your office is now a ghost town. That office that used to be a beehive of activities. That office that had so many persons, that office that was busy with activity, busy with people, all of a sudden, everywhere becomes scanty. You come for sale meeting, you are looking for people for sale meeting. There's nobody for sale meeting. It is just yourself and it is just another person. Physical sale meeting, nobody's around for sale meeting. When you see this happening, you are in the valley of death, my brother. You're in the valley of death, my sister. What begins to happen? The codes begin to dry up. The codes begin to dry up. You that in your business, every day you are announcing 20 codes. Every day your team is generating 30 codes. Every week, your team, every month, your team is producing star connectors every month, back to back to back to back. All of a sudden, the codes have dried up. And it's not as if you are not doing anything. You are working. You are putting in the activities. You are showing up. You are showing up. But guess what? Nothing seems to be working. The codes have dried up. And you are wondering, some days you will come for presentation. That same office where hundreds of people used to come for presentation every day. Your BOM, you had people everywhere. Prospect will fill up. Prospect will fill up your office every single day, every single session. You people are struggling for space. All of a sudden, that your office that was not enough is now too big for you. Because everywhere is scanty. The codes have dried up. The activities have dried up. Your income is dropping. Your income begins to drop. You were earning 1 million before. Now it has dropped to 200,000. You were earning 300,000 before. Now you are struggling to earn 50,000 naira in the same business. And you begin to wonder what is happening. It is not just you. The income of your teammate is also dropping. Nobody's making money anymore. That same team that in a month, you guys were recording up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6-figure earners. All of a sudden, nobody's making money. Your teammates begin to drop off, and you begin to wonder what is happening. You begin to wonder what is happening in your business. That's not all. How do you know that you are in the valley? Nothing seems to work. You are doing everything to fix your business. You are trying to motivate your teammates to show up. They are no longer showing up. Nobody's coming, right? Prospects are no longer showing up in your office. Nothing seems to be working. You are putting in all the effort. Nothing seems to be working. You are closing down. You are closing down. And people are not signing up. Everybody is telling you, I am not interested. Oh, I will come back. I will pay tomorrow. I will pay next tomorrow. Nothing seems to be working. Nothing seems to be working at this point. The same things that were working before no longer works. The same presentation slide you were using, the same close down skills you were applying before, and people were signing up like water. You are doing the same thing you were doing before. Nobody is signing up. And you begin to wonder, what is the problem? Why is nothing working? Why is nothing working? And guess what? Your belief gets low. Your belief begins to go down. You begin to doubt the business you started. You begin to doubt the business you were saying, that is going to give you the life of your dream. Your teammates begin to doubt the business. Everybody around you seems to be negative about the business. Even you begin to doubt the business. You begin to wonder, am I sure I signed up into the right business? Am I sure I made the right choice? Am I sure this business is for me? Am I sure I can succeed in this business? It's like this business does not work for everybody. It's like this business only works for some persons. And at this point, you are under pressure. Right? You are under pressure. You are under pressure because you have some bills to pay. You have bills to pay. You have resigned your job to do this business. You have abandoned everything to do this business only for this to be happening to you. Your belief is shattered because you thought you had built a business. You thought you had built a team. You thought you have finally gotten it right. You thought you have built something that is going to last. All of a sudden, everything begins to crumble before your very eye. And your belief begins to get dealt a serious blow. And you begin to ask yourself, is it possible to be successful in network marketing? Is it possible to build a business in network marketing and succeed just like all these other people? In fact, is it even true that these our leaders that are telling us that it is network marketing that gave them the money to buy the cars? Is it really network marketing that gave them the money to build a house? They are telling us. Are you sure? Are you even sure? Are you sure they don't have another thing they are doing that is giving them money? Then that is why they are just deceiving us here. Moses is telling you that he has built the house. Have you forgotten that he's an architect? Hey, what if that house that he's showing us, are you sure that house is not the house of one of his clients, of somebody that gave him money to go and build, and he is claiming that it is his house and that it is this business? If it is true that it is this business that gave him the money to build that house, how come I am not seeing the money? How come after I've signed up 20 persons in the business, none of them is surviving? Are you sure? Is this business truly real? Are you sure this business is real? Are you sure this business works in Nigeria? Your belief goes low. You begin to doubt the business. You begin to doubt that it is possible to have teammates and to grow the business. Your belief is shattered. That's how you know you are in the valley of death. You have entered the valley of death. You have entered the valley of death. You begin to doubt. You begin to doubt everything. When you even come for retreat, and in the retreat, they are telling you, they are sharing testimonies, and they are sharing testimonies. You just be there. You just be there. Now so. That's how they keep deceiving us. You see, now they have planned all these things. They have planned all these things. All these things, they just planned. That's how they keep deceiving people. That's how your belief is low. By this time, you begin to advise your teammates, say, if you can find something to do, go and find it. You know, network marketing is not a business you can do full time. You know, while you are doing networking, just make sure you have another team. Do you understand, right? Just have something by the side. No, you can still build a business part-time. Do you understand? You can still build a business with another thing until your business, you that was telling people, all the money you need in this life, you can make it from network marketing. Your belief is now low. Then what begins to happen? What happens? You begin to consider other options. And you even begin to advise the people around you. You say, Omo, you see this business? It takes time, it takes time. You know, even in the parable of in the story of the bamboo, the Chinese bamboo, you know, you go and play the Chinese bamboo for your people. You say, you know, the Chinese farmer, yeah, while he planted the Chinese bamboo, he also planted some maize to take care of his present needs. Say, my brother, my sister, let us go fishing. Let us find something else to do before hunger will kill somebody that is doing networking here. You begin to consider other options. Your family members begin to tell you, go and get a job. Just give us your CV. Just give us your CV. I say, Omo, I need to give this thing a thought. I have given this business my all. But after 1 year, I was making mouth to my family members. Now look at it. You begin to consider to japa. Say, you know, so that the people I told that this business works, so that they will not mock me when they find out that I quit the business. It is better to leave the country. Let me leave the country. That way, they will not know that I quit the business. You begin to consider japa. Why? Because you don't want your downlines to see that you have gotten another job in Nigeria. It is better to leave Nigeria. Do you understand? So that you can explain it, say, well, God just opened the door for, I will be doing the business. You know, now, if I'm my teammates, I'll be doing the business outside there. That is the symptom of what? Of the value of death. Listen to me, it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody. If it has not happened to you, wait, it will happen. The value of death. Some people are currently in the valley of death right now. Some persons are experiencing everything that I am describing right now. So now the question is, why the value of death? Why should people, why is it mandatory? I just said it, that if you have not experienced it, you will still experience it. Why the value of death? Right? Why the value of death? Why must we experience the value of death? Why must people go through the value of death in this business? Why? Why? Why can't you just build a business? As you start the business, you will build a business until you become successful. Why must you go through the valley of death? Why is it that this business, once it starts working, why wouldn't this business just continue to work? Right? Right? Why is it that the people who sign up into your business, why wouldn't they stay until your business grows and you become successful? Why? Why do people that sign up into the business still go out? Why? Number one reason why the value of death usually happens. Number one reason it happens is that what? Many of the persons who signed up into your business, they signed up because of the initial excitement and the zeal they saw in you. So many of the persons who are signing up into your business, they are not signing up to build the business. They are signing up because of the initial excitement of seeing your alerts, the initial excitement of the cars and the success of the people you showed them. They are not signing up to build a business. They signed up because they saw that others bought their cars in the business. They saw others build their house in the business. They saw others making money from the business and they decided to sign up. They saw your excitement. They saw your zeal and your passion and they decided to key in, not necessarily because they really wanted to what? To build a business. So many of them signed up because of the hype around the product, not really hype, because of the efficacy of the product. They heard a testimony from somebody that the product worked for him, that the product worked for her. So they signed up so that they can get the product. They did not sign up to build a business. They signed up because of the initial excitement. And you know one thing with these guys, once that excitement is over, they end their business. So if you are wondering why people sign up into your business and they quit, I can tell you that most of them signed up just because of the initial excitement. Are you with me now? They signed up not because they had the commitment. Do you know why? Now, when they begin to realize the commitment for success, they realize once they find out what it takes to become successful in the business, they chicken out of the business. The realization of the commitment for success in this business scares them out of the business. When they find out that, you don't just become successful in this business by just wishing it, they leave the business. So if you are wondering why the people who sign up into your business, why they come in and they quit, even though they made money, is because they have been confronted with the realization of the amount of commitment that is required for success. They have come with the they have come face to face with reality that success in this business requires commitment like every other business in the world. When that realization hits them, what happens? They say, nah. I did not sign up for this. I did not sign up for this. Nah. Oh, you mean I'll be coming for sale meeting every single morning? Oh, I will be leaving my house every morning. Before I go to work, I must come for sale meeting. No. This was not what I signed up for. Nah. Oh, you mean some people that I tell about this business, they will not be interested? Some of them are even calling me and they are insulting me just because I decided to sign up into the nah. I didn't sign up for this. No. I can't take this. I can't take this. So what happens? They do what? They decide to leave the business. So do you now understand why you can start up your business? Your business, you start making money. You start making money. Your business goes up. And then all of a sudden, your business starts coming down. Why? Because most of the persons that signed up into your business, they don't have the commitment for success in the business. Then before you know it, that begins to lead to the valley of death. Are you with me now? Am I diagnosing the problem for you? Am I helping you understand? So it is not about the business, that the business is bad. The challenge is that you have not signed up the committed persons into the business yet. Are you following me now? Because they have been confronted with what it takes to become successful. They come and they begin to tell you, if this is what it takes to succeed in this business, I am not willing to do it. Oh, you mean after I organized my first launch, everybody told me they are not interested. All of my friends ganged up and they were calling me and they were all discouraging me about the business. You mean I should still go and do what? I should still go and organize another launch again? Oh, you mean after all the people that told me no, I should still go and write another contact list again? No. If this is what it takes to be successful in the business, I can't do it. How many of you have some teammates who tell you, no, that's your business. It is too stressful. I can't afford it. I can't afford to do it. No. I can't do what is inside that business. The realization of commitment. So you find out that what? They begin to leave your business. Why the value of death? Why the value of death? Because there was no proper orientation. There was no vision casting. And there was no orientation. There was no expectation management. So that is why you can sign up a lot of persons in your business. You can make some quick cash. Let me tell you the truth. The first set of persons, majority of the first set of persons who sign up into your business are not the persons who are going to take your business to the world. Majority of the time. Because there was no proper orientation. You were busy just signing them up. You were busy just in recruiting them. You were busy just signing them up. You were not casting the vision to them. There was no orientation of what to expect. There was no expectation management. You were just busy signing them up. They were just signing up. There was no orientation. There was no training. There was no vision casting. You were not managing their expectation. There was no expectation management. So the first sight of what? Of resistance that comes their way, they chicken out. Why? Because they were not prepared for what is going to take them out. They were not prepared. Nobody told them what was going to likely. You never even told them about rejection. They are not even aware that some of their friends are going to tell them no. They are not even aware. They are not even aware that not everybody they show the business opportunity is going to sign up. They are not even aware that their family members will try to discourage them. They are not. That means you are not properly orienting them. So when these things begin to happen to them, what happens? They begin to say, nah, 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 nah. This is not what we signed up for. No, this is not what we signed up for. Because there was no proper orientation. And let me tell you the truth. So many of you, that is what you do when you begin your business. You are just busy signing up people. You are just signing them up. You are not taking them through the process. You are not taking them through the process. You are not introducing them to the process that is going to make them solid in the business. You are not orienting them. You don't cast, you just expect that, since they have paid money now, their money is in the business, they should be serious. You are expecting that everybody that signs up into your business is going to be serious because you signed up and you became serious. You were taught that everybody that will sign up into your business will also become serious. Come on, you're kidding me. You did not orient them. It gives rise to the valley of death. People begin to leave your team. You don't make sure that your people go through training. You don't make sure that your people go through the NCA trainings. Right? In all of our offices, we make sure, some of you even run an office and there's no NCA. You are just busy signing up people. There is no NCA training in your business. The only thing you do for new connectors is that when they sign up, you take them through the QSG. Even the QSG is so shabbily done. All you are interested in is for them to upgrade their accounts. That's all you're interested in. That's all. Your QSG is just account upgrade. There is no orientation. There is no QSG training. There's no NCA training. New Connectors Academy. Some of you in your offices, you don't run New Connectors Academy. You don't take your time. You don't stress yourself to train people in your business, especially the new persons who are signing up into your business. And you are wondering why your business is going down. All you are interested in is to go and do events, and people will sign up. When they sign up and then they pay, you do QSG. After QSG, the next thing is just do events. There is no proper training. There is no foundational training for all the people who are coming into your business. And you are wondering why you are experiencing the valley of death. You are wondering why you are experiencing the valley of death. Let me tell you something. Anybody who is properly oriented has a longer lifespan in the business. Everybody whose orientation, whose expectation is properly managed has a longer lifespan in the business. Why do we suffer? Why do you suffer and experience the valley of death? Why does the valley of death happen to you? Because of your initial lack of skills. You sign up into the business, there is no skill, you are not developing yourself. And because you don't have the skill, even though your business is growing, people are signing up into your business. You don't even know what to do. You don't even know how to manage them. You don't even know how to grow them. You don't even know how to lead them. You don't. You are so unskillful. You don't even know how to direct your new teammates. You are even confused. That initial success is even causing you to be confused. You are confused. You don't even know what to do. You are calling your leader. Every of your teammates that is calling you, asking you questions, you will direct them to your leader. You will send your leader's phone number to them. You will tell them, go and meet my leader. Go and meet my leader. This thing you're asking me, even me, I don't know. Go and meet my leader. Go and meet my leader. Your lack of skills. You don't know how to direct somebody that just signed up newly into the business. You don't even know how to present. You don't even know how to handle objections because you are not developing yourself. You are just organizing home launches and people are just signing up into your business. You are so shallow in your knowledge. about the business. And that is why any small thing, any of your teammates who is having a downtime, you don't even know what to say to him or her to keep him going in the business. Oh. Because of your poor man management skills. Some of you, there are a lot of persons that would have still remained in your business if you knew how to manage the people that inside your business. If you knew how to manage relationships, if you knew how to relate with people. Some of you, there are some persons that quit your business that would have still been in your business. You didn't have the skills. You didn't have leadership skills. You didn't have human relation skills. And a lot of persons that signed up into your business that would have become superstars in your business, they all left your business. And that's why your business has gone down. Because you failed to provide leadership. You failed to provide leadership. Some of you were busy attacking your teammates. People are signing up into your business and you are having some rising stars in your business because you are what? Because you are insecure. You could not stand another person becoming as successful as you are. You could not stand another person growing under you and becoming a super success. You want to be the only shining star in your business. And because of that, you begin to maltreat that person. You don't have skills in leadership. You don't know how to manage successful people. You don't have the skills of managing people who are even more successful than you, who are more experienced than you. Because of that, they notice the lack of skills in you. They leave the business. They leave your team. You don't have the skills of managing crisis, problem-solving skills you don't have. You are so poor in problem solving. And that is why when there are challenges in your business, because you fail to manage the challenges in your business, you fail to manage the crisis in your business, you fail to manage the problems that occurred in your business, because of that lack of problem solving skills, a lot of persons just left. They just left. They can't just put up. They can't put up with this organization. They just left. And they left people that you would have built with and built a successful business with. They leave. Your business starts nosediving because you couldn't manage, because you couldn't solve problems in your business, because you couldn't handle situations in your business. Your teammates are having issues and you are taking sides because you lack leadership skills. You lack problem-solving skills. Your lack of skills. Your initial lack of skills. As I'm talking right now, some of you, you can see some persons, you lacked the manners. You didn't know how to talk to people. You lack the skills. You don't know, I've done a training about 360-degree leadership. You don't even know how to manage people who are older than you. You don't even know how to talk to the people who are older than you, who are more experienced than you. You don't know how to manage them in your business. Poor management skills. You don't know how to manage people who are below you. You don't know how to manage people who are below you. Because you see the people who are below you as punching bags, people to trample upon. You don't know how to manage them. Because of that, they leave your business. They leave your business. They leave your team, and you begin to suffer and go through what? The valley of death. Because you could not develop the skills. Listen to me. A higher level of success requires a higher level of skills. Do you know why some of you are experiencing the valley of death? Because you see, you started succeeding, but what happened? You lacked the skills to sustain that level of success. So what happens? The success begins to come down. Everything begins to drop to meet up with your low level of skills. That's what happened. That's what causes the valley of death. I hope I'm opening the eyes of somebody here. That's what causes the valley of death. Your team succeeds beyond your level of skills, beyond your capacity. And because you lacked the capacity to handle that level of success, everything begins to drop down, to come down to your level. Why do we suffer the valley of death? The valley of death happens. The valley of death happens to separate the wheat from the chaff. That's what the valley of death comes to do. You need it. You need it in your business. Yes. It will separate the chaff from the wheat in your business, in your team. It will separate those who are unwilling to pay the price for success. The people who are unwilling to pay the price for success, the valley of death will weed them out. It will remove them. It will weed them out. Some of you, the valley of death is what? Is exposing the chaff that you are made of. You see, that's the initial what? Lack of skills. Some of us are chaff. We are chaff. At the current levels of skills that we are operating at, we are chaffs. The valley of death comes to separate the chaffs. It comes to separate the chaff from the wheat. That's what it does. That's what the valley of death comes to do. Right? And that is why some persons will leave, right? That's why some persons will leave, because they are unwilling to pay the price for success. They are unwilling to pay the market price for success. That's what it does. You see, the valley of death comes to separate the leaders from the followers. That's what it does. When the valley of death hits, when it hits, those who are meant to soar, they will see it as an opportunity to soar, while those who are followers will chicken out. That's why the valley of death comes. Oh, it will happen. It will happen. It will happen. Right? The valley of death. Why will you experience the valley of death? The valley of death will bring you to a point of decision. It will bring you to a point of decision where you begin to decide, where you have to decide. It is either I quit, or I dig deep into my inner potential, or I dig deep into my shining star. The valley of death brings you to the point of decision. When the results are no longer flowing, when the results are no longer coming, when the income starts flowing, you are faced with a decision. Do I continue, or do I just throw in the towel? This thing doesn't seem to be working. This thing doesn't seem to be working. I thought this thing was just going to work. If I just do my hand like this business is going to work. And then before you know it, in 1 year, I can just relax and I am making money, and money keeps flowing. And money keeps flowing. So because the money stops flowing, guess what? A lot of people are exposed. Your real intention is exposed. Oh, the valley of death comes to expose your real intention. If your real intention was just to use people and make money from this business, guess what? That dryness, that wilderness experience you go through will expose your real intention. Whether you came into this business for the long haul or you came in for the short term, the value of death will expose your real intention. Some of you, why you sign up into the business was just so that you can come and make some quick cash, make some money from this business, so that you can sponsor your dream of going to UK. Maybe that is why some of you signed up into the business. You didn't sign up into the business for the long run. You signed up into the business just so that you can make some money so that you can set up that your shop. Once you set up that your shop, you are kissing the business goodbye. You are just in the business for a short time. The value of death comes to expose your real intention. And then it brings you to the point of decision. That is when you begin to say of a truth why you signed up into the business. And that is when you make a decision whether to fight for your freedom or whether you are going to quit, and chicken out of the fight. That is what the valley of death comes to do. It comes to test your resolve. Did you say you want to achieve financial freedom? Did you say you want to make money for the rest of your life? Oh, we are going to test you. What happens when you don't make money from the business? What happens when the money dries up? What happens when the code dries up? What happens when everybody who signed up into your business quits the business? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue fighting, or are you going to quit? The value of death comes to expose your real intention. It brings you to the point of decision. Oh, and a lot of persons have gotten to this point. The value of death dragged them to this point. And when they came here, they said, no, I am not cut out for this. They decide to throw in the towel. That is what the value of death comes to do. That is why it will happen in your business. And some persons decide to quit. But can I tell you something? On the other hand, some persons, instead of quitting, they decide, that is when they tell themselves, no, this business, I must succeed in this business. If this is what has made Architect Moses who he is, if this is what has made Dr. Mba who he is, I too, I will succeed. I am made for more. I can succeed. Guess what? Instead of quitting, they begin to dig deep into their inner potential. They begin to search their soul. They say, I am made for the top. I have put my hand in this journey, and I am not looking back. I have decided that this is what I am going to do. My generation is going to what? My generation is going to benefit from this decision that I have made. Some people, the value of death reinforces their decision for what? To fight for the life of their dream. That's what the value of death does. While the value of death causes some people, majority of persons, to quit, there is a crop of individuals, there's a set of persons that the value of death reinforces their decision to fight. They see it as a challenge. They say, oh, I will not allow my friends to mock me. I will not allow my friends to laugh at me. Oh, people are not going to laugh at me. I did not start this business just to quit. I did not start network marketing. I will not be among the few that started network marketing and they quit along the way. I will fight these fights to finish. That is what the value of death does for some persons. You see why the value of death needs to come? You see what it does? So for some persons, it's an opportunity for them to dig deep. They begin to dig deep. They begin to dig deep into their creativity. They begin to find answers. They begin to look for answers. They begin to look for answers because, do you know what? Your genius is born in difficult times. That's what happens during the value of death. That's what happens in the value of death. Right? It gives birth to your genius. Your genius is what is born. You begin to think, you begin to dig deep, you begin to find solutions, you begin to find solutions, you begin to tap into your inner creativity. That is what the value of death does. It begins to refine you. The value of death refines you. It refines your creativity. You begin to ask questions that you wouldn't have asked ordinarily. You begin to look for answers. You begin to search deep. You begin to tell yourself, if others were succeeding, they don't have two heads. I also have the capacity to produce success. I have what it takes to produce success. Your genius is born. Your genius is born. In the times of difficulties, the value of that comes to test your creativity. It comes to test what you are made of. Are you made of clay? Or are you made of wood? Or are you made of gold? Or are you made of diamond? That is what the value of that comes to do. It comes to shake you and shake your resolve and shake your level. How much can you take pain and still go on? How much can you take disappointment and still go on? Your genius is born. The real you comes out. That you that was created in the image of God. That is what the value of that does. It exposes the real image of God in the inside of you. The image of God that is inside of you that makes a way where there seems to be no way. That is what is born through the value of death. That's what the valley of death does. It brings out that image of God in you that calls forth those things that were not as though they were. That is what the valley of death does. It calls that image of God in the inside of you. The image of God in you that sees darkness and still walks and makes sure that there is light. That image of God in you that says, let there be light, and there is light even in the midst of thick darkness. That is what the valley of death does. It calls forth the image of God in the inside of you. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Even in the creation, there needed to be darkness. There needed to be void. The scripture says that the whole earth was without form. It was void and there was no form. That was what caused the image of God to come out, and the spirit was hovering over the voidless what? The formless creation. And that was when God could say, let there be light. There wouldn't have been any need for light if there was no darkness. God would not have created light if there was no darkness. Stop complaining that you are going through darkness. The reason for the darkness is so that you can bring forth the light that is the inside of you. If the world was without form, if the world was in full shape, there wouldn't have been a need for the Spirit of God to hover over the waters. The only reason God had to come down and create, because there was no void, there was no form. There was nothing in creation. That was what called out the creativity of God. If everywhere was already created, God wouldn't have been creative. God wouldn't have brought out his creativity. And after everything, he said, he created you in his image and likeness. Listen to me. You need the value of death. Stop complaining when you are going through challenges. The goal of the challenge is to call forth the image of God in you. Excuse me. That is the goal of the challenge. That is the goal of that difficulty you are having. If everybody is signing up whenever you present, you will not be creative. Imagine that COVID did not come. We would not have discovered Zoom. Zoom was in existence all these years, but we never discovered Zoom. Why? Because there was no need for it until COVID came. When COVID came, it forced everybody to go and look for a solution. That's how we discovered Zoom. Your Janus is born in difficulties. Are you following me now? Your challenges cause forth the image of God that is in the inside of you. That's what it does. That's why you have to go through the valley of death, so that you can become like God, so that you can express the image of God, so that you can tap into your inner creativity and bring solutions to challenges that are bedeviling you. How do you overcome the valley of death? How do you overcome the valley of death? How do you overcome the valley of death? Overcoming the valley of death is what? It all depends on you. Nobody is coming to save you from the valley of death. You are the one that will have to save yourself from the valley of death. I'm telling you, your outline cannot do that for you. Your leader cannot do that for you. The only thing they can do for you is to inspire you, is to guide you. But it all depends on you. How long you are going to stay in the valley of death is dependent on you. How long it is going to last is dependent on you. How long it is going to take you to come out is dependent on you. I can tell you that for free. Nobody is going to bring you out of the valley of death. It's only you that can bring yourself out. Oh, that was why Isaac told Jacob told Esau. He said, listen, I have given your brother all the world. I have given him all the inheritance. But listen to me. When you are what? When you have become weary and restless, when you have become tired and restless, what will happen? You will break the yoke off your shoulder. Listen to me. Some of you are in the valley of death, but you are comfortable in the valley of death. It is the value of death, but you are comfortable in the value of death. How do I know you are comfortable in the value of death? You are not doing anything to make sure you come out of it. The reason you entered the value of death was because of your low level of skills. It was your low level of skills that brought you into the value of death. And guess what? You are not doing anything to develop the skills. You are not doing anything to evolve. You are trying to come out of the valley of death with the same level of knowledge you had that took you inside. You are trying to come out of the valley of death from the same level of skills that brought you into the valley of death in the first place. You are trying to come out of the valley of death with the same terrible manners that chased all the people in your business. You are still trying to come out of the valley of death with that same terrible manners. Abba. You tell me you want to come out of it. It is dependent on you. You must be willing to change. You must be willing to change something about you. Else, you will remain at that valley. So some of you are comfortable. You don't want to change your attitude towards your teammate. You don't want to change your character. You don't want to change. You were not doing personal development. That was why you entered that valley. Now, you are complaining that things are not working, yet you are not doing anything to develop yourself so that you can become bigger and outgrow the valley. And outgrow the valley. It all depends on you. It all depends on you. If you want to come out, you will come out. Stop complaining will not bring you out of the valley. Are you with me now? Complaining will not bring you out of the valley. Complaining about the situation, murmuring about it is not going to bring you out of the valley. It will take a decision. You will tell yourself, this valley, I am coming out. Enough is enough. You must come to that point where you tell yourself, enough is enough. I am coming out. That was what I told myself. My business was going down. 2019. My business was going down. Nothing seemed to be working. In fact, from that period, we now entered COVID-19. It was as if COVID-19 has sealed it. But I told myself, nah. This is not going to continue. I am digging myself out of this place. I am bouncing back, man. I am bouncing back. Listen to me. Don't be deceived. You have all it takes to come out of the valley. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? You have all it takes to come out of the valley. It's in you. If you are willing to tap into the God-given creativity in you, if you are willing to change something about you, you have all it takes to come out of the valley. You are capable. You are enough. Tell yourself, I am capable of creating, coming out of this valley. I have what it takes. You have what it takes. Some of you, because you are in the valley, you are running from one leader to the other leader. You are running from one leader to the other leader. Listen to me, you have what it takes. If you are willing to tap into it, if you are willing to develop it, some of you, it is latent inside of you. It is latent inside of you. Are you following me now? So guess what? What do you need to do to come out of the valley? Do an autopsy of your business. Do an autopsy. Where is the problem coming from? Why is it that my business that went up, why is it not going down? What is the challenge? Where is the problem coming from? Ask yourself some real quick questions. Be honest in your assessment of your business. Is it because of my lack of skills? Is it because of my bad character? Is it because of my attitude towards my business? Is it because of my what? Is it because of my attitude? Is it because of my inconsistency? Tell yourself the truth. Do an autopsy. What is happening? Why are people quitting my business? Why is it that people who are signing up into my business are quitting the business? Sit down and ask yourself critical questions. Do an autopsy of your business. That was what I did. Why is it that my office is scanty? Why is it that people no longer show up in the office? Why are my teammates no longer doing what? The business producing activities anymore? Why has the clothes dried up? Why are the clothes not coming anymore? What is the challenge? Is it our skills? Where is the problem coming from? Am I the only person doing everything in my business? Where is the problem coming from? Do an autopsy and tell yourself the truth. Don't sit down and pretend that everything is fine. Any result can be changed. Let me tell you something. Nothing is permanent in this life. Any result, any situation, any circumstance can change. Did you hear me? Some of you, because things are no longer working, you just throw in the towel. You just say, okay, I've tried my best. Listen to me. Anything can be changed. That lack of result can change. That lack of activities can change. Nothing is permanent. That's the belief you must have. Nothing is permanent. This is just a phase. Are you with me now? Nothing is permanent. You can change that result. You can change that lack of result. You can change that lack of sign up in your business. You can change that lack of income in your business. You can change it. Don't just sit down there. You can change it. Anything can be changed. Nothing is permanent. Do an autopsy. When you do an autopsy, begin to change it. You are not a tree. Move. Nothing is permanent, my brother. Nothing. Right? Build your belief and your skills. Very, very important too. Are you with me now? Build your belief. Build your belief in the business. Listen to me. Don't think that you cannot quit. However, how you go in the business, build your belief. Are you with me now? Build your belief. Don't sit down there. Build your belief. Sit down. Watch videos that is going to boost your belief in this business. Some of you, what is causing the lack of result in your business is the fact that everybody is talking down on network marketing. And your belief has gone so low, right? Your belief has gone so low, right? Your belief has gone so low in the business. Build your belief. Watch success stories. Go and browse. What successful people in this business, go and browse about them. Go and watch their videos. Go and listen to them. Listen to motivational talk. Why network marketing? Go and listen to talks and build your belief. Build your belief. Listen to me. There's a level you can't build beyond in this business when your what? When your belief is low. There's a level you can't cross. You need to build your belief. Pump yourself up. Study. Read. Read more. Listen to me. When you are in the value of that is the time to read. That is the time to read. That was what I did in my business. 2019, when I was facing the value of debt, I did an autopsy. I studied. I sat down. I looked at my business and I found out that what is happening in my business, right? What is happening in my business was that people were signing up and they were quitting. And I started asking myself, what is causing people to quit my business? What is responsible for people quitting my business? And I found out that people did not know what I knew. Do you know what I did? I started reading. And I was reading. I was building my belief in the business. I was building my skills. I found out that there were certain things I was not getting right. I started building my leadership skills in the business. Then I started applying them. Then guess what? Things started changing in my business. How do you overcome the value of debt? Fight your way out of the value of death. Fight your way out of the valley. Listen to me. You don't catwalk out of the valley of death. You have to fight your way. It is a fight. You have to fight your way. You don't do, when you are in the valley of death, you are not doing slow and steady. You don't do slow and steady in the valley of death. That is when you go massive, massive with your knowledge, massive with personal development. Take your time and read. There are people that have suffered what you are suffering. Go and find out how they were able to solve the problem. Read about them. Watch how they were able to solve the problem. Watch it. And then do what? Fight your way out of it. Why do I use the word fight? Even if everybody has quit your business, guess what? Go out and go and sign up new set of persons. That's how to fight your way out. You are not sitting down and you are not begging the people that quit the business to come back into the business. If what it takes for you to come out of the valley of death is to go and sign up a fresh set of persons and build, go out and do that. You are fighting for your what? For your freedom. Fight your way. Fight your way. Right? Fight your way. That is why you must go out, seek out how to solve the problem. If you need to sign up a whole new set of persons, do that and fight your way out of the valley. Fight your way out of the valley. Don't sit down and be telling yourself, well, I have tried. If the business was going to work, it would have worked. Listen to me. When you are in the valley, there is nothing cool about the valley. Are you with me now? There is nothing cool about the valley. Go massive. Go rogue. That's what you need to do. Go rogue. That's what you need to do to come out of the valley. There's no acting cool in the valley, man. Fight your way. I tell you the truth. I had to fight my way. I had to fight my way. That was when I started this millionaire. You see this millionaire school? This millionaire school we are doing every Monday is a product of my fighting my way out of the valley. Because I discovered from my findings that why people were quitting my business was that people did not have the foundational knowledge that they needed to build the business and to build it effectively. I said, no, I must find a way to get in touch with all the people who are signing up into my business. Every week, I must interface with them. Was it easy? No, it was not easy. I will do presentation in the morning, right? I will do training, physical training with my people in the morning. In the afternoon, I will do QSG. In the evening, I will come and run a millionaire school like this. It was very stressful. I can tell you, it was a very stressful period in my life in this business. But you see, when you are fighting is not convenient. Fighting is not convenient. No, it is not convenient. I had to fight. I had to put myself on the line. I had to start grinding. I was grinding. I was building myself. Oh, guess what? Guess what? I was not having time for myself. I was reading. I was studying. And you see, that period was the period where I produced the highest number of what? Of trainees in my business. With that, I will still be running what? Presentation masterclass for my people. That was me fighting my way. I was equipping my teammates with all the necessary skills. I was training them. I was showing them how to present. I was teaching them how to close. It was a very stressful period in my business. But I needed to do it because I needed to fight my way out. I needed to fight my way out of the valley. I needed to do that. I stressed myself. But today, it is more than worth it. Do you know why some of you are still in the valley? Oh, you don't want to stress yourself. Oh, you are being careful. You don't want to stress yourself. That's why you are still in the valley. That's why you are still in the valley. You don't want to go over again. Oh, you don't want to go over what you've done before. I've signed up people before. I've faced rejections before. And now look at me now. I have to go over it again just to make sure that I come back. No. I can't go through it again. I can't go through that again. Oh, you want to be cool. You want to enjoy your comfort. That's why you are still in the valley. That's why you are still in the valley. Do you want to come out of the valley? You have to fight your way out. Even if it means you stressing yourself. If that's what it's going to take, fight your way. Fight it. There's no convenience in the valley, bro. No, there's not. Guess what? If you want to what? If you want to come out of the valley, you want to make sure you don't experience the valley experience again, right? If you don't want to go through it again, let me tell you how to safeguard yourself. See, make sure that every new connector that is signing up into your business goes through the New Connectors Academy. Are you hearing me? That is how to safeguard your future in your business. That is how to safeguard the future of your business. Listen to me. The new sign-ups in your business, they are the future of your business. The new teammates who are coming into your business, they are the future of your business. Make sure they go through their New Connectors Academy. And if you are here listening to the sound of my voice, you are in Achievers team, you are running an office, and there is no New Connectors Academy in your office, you are a renegade. You are not part of this team. You are not sharing in the vision of this team. New Connectors Academy must hold every week in your team and in your business. Listen to me. The New Connectors Academy, right, is a brainchild of my fight out of the valley of death. That's how the New Connectors Academy came about. It was part of my strategies to fight my way out of the valley of death. Yes, that's how the New Connectors Academy was born. The New Connectors Academy was born because of my valley experience, because of my valley of death experience. That was what gave birth to the New Connectors Academy. And some of you are running your business and you are not taking your teammates through the what? Through the New Connectors Academy. You are setting yourself up for what? For serious what? For a serious, I don't know how to put it. Every new connector in this team must go through, write it in capital letter, every unstoppable leader. You must make sure that every office that is under your purview, that New Connectors Academy is holding. And right now, all thanks to one of our leaders, Engineer Bright Ukiwe. He came up because before, when I created the New Connectors Academy, it was a once in a week thing, right? It was Saturdays. But he came up with the initiative of what? He came up with the initiative of compressing everything into a week. And that's a lovely and a powerful initiative. And guess what? Of course, I have adopted what he has done and then added some things to it and made it what? A powerful. I've already run it. I did it for what? For the last 2 weeks in my office, and it is so effective. And guess what? Within this week, we are going to be holding what? All the office owners, top anchors. I'm going to be doing what? A retreat with you guys. I'll be showing you how to effectively run the New Connectors Academy for 1 week in your team. And guess what? You will what? You will safeguard your team. You will safeguard your business from further valley of what? Valley of death. Are you following me now? So overcome the valley of death. Guess what? What happens when you overcome the valley of death? What will happen? When you overcome the valley of death, what will happen? A new you emerges. There's a new you that emerges. You know, when I was talking about the valley of death, I said the valley of death does what? It does what? It places a demand on you. It does what? It calls into that image of God in you. That is what the valley of death does. It taps, it causes you to tap into that creativity that you never thought was there. You become smarter. You become smarter when you overcome the valley of death. Why? Because in your process of overcoming the valley of death, you did what? You were building your belief. You were developing your skills. You were developing yourself. You were becoming a better version of you. So what happens? What happens is that what? A new you will emerge. A better leader will emerge. A better team lead is going to emerge. A smarter you is going to emerge. A more intelligent you is going to emerge. Someone that is more empathetic is going to emerge. There is no way you go what? All these last slide people. Look at last slide now. Is it not here? This thing is going to be on what? It's going to be on YouTube. Don't worry. A new you is going to emerge. A smarter you a man. You do not remain the same person after the valley of death. I promise you that. I promise you that. You don't remain. If you go through the valley of death, if you don't quit, if you don't chicken out, a better you will emerge. I can tell you that. Even in your income will become better. That was what happened to me when I went through the valley of death in my business. When I went through it and I came out of it, guess what? My income skyrocketed. Before the valley of death, I could not earn up to 3 million naira in a month. Everything I was doing, I will come down to what? Come down to 2 point something million. I could not go beyond a certain amount of money. But after I went through the valley of death, a better me emerged, and my income started growing. Guess what? When you go through the valley of death, you will raise a new crop of committed teammates. Remember what I said earlier on. The valley of death will separate what? It will separate the chaff from the wheat. That is what it will do for you. And you will come out with a new crop of teammates who are committed, who are sold out in the business. That's what happens when you overcome the valley of death. Listen to me. Your business becomes better when you overcome the valley of death. Your business becomes better when you go through the valley of death. Resist the temptation to quit during the valley of death. Resist that temptation because it is brighter on the other side. Because it is better on the other side. You are going to become better on the other side. Your income is going to grow on the other side. You are going to become a better version of yourself on the other side. You are going to become richer on the other side. That is what happens when you go through the valley of death. That is what happens when you go through it. Not when you can't jump it. Not when you jump out of it. When you go through it, guess what? You will raise a new and a committed set of teammates. Your business will improve. Your business will become better. That's what happens when you overcome the valley of death. Your business will grow bigger. I'm telling you, after I went through the valley of death, my business became bigger. My income grew bigger. People started making more money in my business. Why? Because you see, me going through the valley of death also helped my teammates. Are you following me now? When you go through the valley of death, you enter a new level in your income. You enter a new level in your business. You can never fall below. Oh God. That's the beautiful thing about the valley of death. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. You see right now, you are going through the valley of death and you are feeling that what? All is lost. You are feeling that all hope is lost. It cannot be better anymore. It cannot get better anymore. Listen to me, listen to me. When you go through the valley of death and you come out on the other side, you will enter a new level. And guess what? You can never fall below that level. Oh God. You can never fall below the level. Before my own valley of death, guess what? I was struggling with what? With 2 million naira earnings every month. I will earn 2 million, I will come back to 1 point something million. But after the valley of death, I crossed 3 million. I crossed 4 million and it started growing. And since then till today, I have never gone below. I have never gone below it. I have never. When you go through the valley of death, you come to a level you can never fall below. You need to go through the valley of death, guys. So guess what? Whatever you're experiencing in your business right now, that valley of death you're experiencing right now, it came to make you better, but you need to go through it. But guess what? You cannot go through it the same old person that came into it. Are you with me now? You cannot overcome it the same old you that came into it. You need a higher level of skills. You will need a higher level of knowledge. You will need to grow as a person so that you can overcome it. If you don't grow, you cannot overcome it. So you need to become bigger you. You need to become a better you. You need to become a smarter you. You need to become a well-educated you so that you can overcome it. Do not expect to overcome the valley of death with the same level of knowledge, with the same level of skills that brought you inside. No, sir, you cannot. You have to improve. You have to become better. You have to become smarter. You need to change the way you do certain things. You need to change the way you react to certain things. You need to change your attitude so that you can come out. And when you do, guess what? You will become better. You will attain a new level. So, my friends, one thing I have told you is that you are not the only one going through the valley of death. Nah, you are not the only one going through the valley of death. You are not. You are not. But you can survive it. Not only can you survive it, you can overcome it. And what I am telling you tonight is that when you overcome it, you will become better. You will earn more. Your business will grow bigger. Things will change. Things will become brighter on the other side. And that is why I tell you this evening, listen to me. Go through the valley. Don't die in the valley. Did you hear me? Go through the valley. Don't die in the valley. Are you with me now? Go through the valley. Don't die in the valley. Somebody type, I will not die in the valley. I will not die in the valley. How do you die in the valley? You quit. You decide to throw in the towel. That's how you die in the valley. That's how you die in the valley. Listen to me. Don't die in the valley. Go through it. Go through the valley. Go through it and come out on the other side. Bigger and better. God bless you, my friends. God bless you, my friends. Right? You can bring this, the recording to an end. Right? You can bring the recording to an end now. Don't die in the valley. I will not die in the valley. I will not die in the valley. I will go through the valley. I will go through the valley. I will not die. I will change the result. No result is permanent. I have what it takes to change the results in my business. I have what it takes to change these present results. This lack of result, I have what it takes to change it. I have what it takes. It's in me. It's in me. I will not die here. This will not be my end in this business. This will not be my end. I have what it takes to change the results.